Okay, first things first, I really need to do something about that pile of pillows I'm not using. Secondly, this has been a very interesting morning. Check this out. My CPAP machine has been giving me troubles. I feel like it's leaking all the time, keeps waking me up, feels a bit too tight, so I might go to get that adjusted. So, anyways, I woke up at 8 a.m. is the point of that. I was still tired. Oh, there we go. I cleaned the lens, and now I'm not in a haze. I'm still in a mental fugue, though. So when I woke up today, I looked at my phone, and on Instagram, I saw a video by Gary V. Gary Vanderchuk. I watched a 7-minute video of compilations by Gary Vanderchuk. It was an inspirational video about how don't create, document, film everything you do, make vlogs, show the process. It'll be a historical document of how you got famous. He said lighting and video quality don't matter. His first video that he did about his wine show or whatever, it looked like he was a hostage, like a terrorist hostage or something, just a very, very bad quality video. He said, take advantage of the people around you. Like, if you live in New York, go out and use those people. Go out to a basketball court and just ask somebody about his life history, and there you've got content, which is what I did yesterday. I filmed an interview with the shoe store owner, so I'm thinking like Gary. I left a comment under the video on LinkedIn saying this is the inspiration I need because I've been wondering why I do these vlogs and whether I should and whether they're a waste of time. And I put some links to my stuff, and I've been getting lots of new followers on Instagram now, so maybe they saw that. And then I found a blog post he wrote on Facebook about his vlogs, and people are saying, why do you do the vlogs all the time? Because they're always the same. It's always the same thing in the vlogs. And he's like, that's the point. You got to see the process and how much work it takes to, eventually become this billionaire. And I studied his usernames, and his name is long, like Gary Vanderchuk, but he uses Gary V, V-E-E, as some of his social media. And I thought, oh, maybe I could do something like that, like Josh R. JoshR.com is taken, but maybe there's something like I could be the Josh R show or something. My old art director, Gail, once drew a logo for me. It was the word Josh, and then with a little R registered trademark symbol, like Josh R, which would look very cool on a hat. Or I could pronounce it Josher, like Tumblr or Tinder. Well, Tinder has an E in it, but a lot of the internet stuff, they lose the R, or I mean the E. They just go something like I can't think of an example right now, but Tumblr. And then I started thinking of other YouTube names I could have, like I could be YouTube, what was it? YouTube Me 3, like that would be my name. YouTube Me 3, like the number 3, or the word 3, or Threeb, YouTube Me Threeb. And clearly that's one of those ideas that seems to make sense while you're sleeping, and then you wake up and you're like, that's not necessarily a good idea. I still seem trapped using Celebrity Josh as my only option, although it's driving me crazy that kid has at Celebrity Josh on Instagram, even though I have celebrityjosh.com. I can't think of a new name. I got nothing. So I slept for like 2 or 3 more hours, and when I looked at Facebook, I saw that yesterday there was a big launch for this game Shuyin Saga, which I knew was happening because I voice acted in it, so I'm on their newsletter. But I thought at the time, well, it's not worth paying to go to Fan Expo to see that. But it turns out it looks pretty cool. Like, it was an hour-long talk, like a Q&A panel. Surely I could have asked a question in an hour. I could have been like, hey, I was a voice actor. Do you remember me or something? And I could have got a photo with Kristen Crook, the star. I could still go. It's 2 o'clock now. I could pay $50 to go to Fan Expo and say hello to the team, but I don't know. On my own, I just submitted the info to IMDb, so that'll be an official thing. See, I just submitted Shuyin Saga, and then where did I give my name as a credit here? Yeah, there we go. I don't know anybody else in it, so they're on their own. And I went on Instagram and looked who was tweeting about Shuyin Saga, and one girl who interviewed Kristen Crook, she runs a fan kind of geek site. She said she would be happy to interview me as well, so I'm turning a negative into a positive. I'm channeling my angst into turning it into something. Oh, and another thing I'm thinking, in my comment that I left under Gary V's video on LinkedIn, I said, you know what, now I'm considering sharing my videos on LinkedIn as well, just as like daily inspiration for people. They don't have to watch them, but maybe it'll help them be inspired too. Oh, now I remember the other thing I wanted to tell you. After I signed off last night, I started thinking about Jennifer Lawrence again, and I started looking up Darren Aronofsky, her new boyfriend. Turns out he's 3 years older than me, and he's Jewish, and he's kind of balding. Like, what? Oh, and he's like an environmentalist, so he's basically me, just with, a very successful career and millions of dollars. But this gives me hope that either I can maybe get Jennifer Lawrence one day, or I can get my Jennifer Lawrence, like a new one. I read about him. There's this website called Jew or Not Jew, and they tell you if people are Jewish or how Jewish they are, and they confirm that Jennifer Lawrence is in no way Jewish, but Darren Aronofsky is totally Jewish. So I sent them an email and said I could interview them. I suggested that the Jew or Not Jew people go on webcam with me and we can talk about Jennifer Lawrence and Darren, and maybe they can help me woo her. I don't know. Darren and Jennifer will be in Toronto for TIFF in a few days, so now I have to go to the gym because I have about 3 days to lose about 20 pounds. That's why I'm wearing my mom's running shirt from one of her races, and these are her shorts too, and that is the baby I'm about to give birth to. God help me. Jennifer Lawrence! Okay, ran for an hour on the treadmill, watched the rest of Ant-Man on Netflix while doing so, just did some weights, and now I gotta go make some videos. This is The Hustle, just so you know. It's like all about hustling and being productive and hustling. Look at this, 178.8. Remember when I was like 183 like a few days ago? I think I've made a little breakthrough. That's what I'm talking about. It's The Hustle. My stage name should be Hustle the Hustler. Yes. And I might add, I haven't even shaved my head yet today or shaved my face. So I might even lose like even more weight in a couple of minutes. This is unbelievable. I'm glad to be an example that it's never too late to change. I never cooked in my life, but I've started now, and I'm finally cooking all the stuff that ex-girlfriends, like ingredients they'd left here when they were cooking. But there's a problem. Making some chicken, spinach, and corn. It's all I have left in my freezer. And I decided, because I'm out of rice, I'll finally use this hulled millet that's been sitting there. But I just checked, and expiry date, September 1st, 2010. Actually, that might be... No, that couldn't be September 10th, 2001, could it? Either way, it's 2017 now. Okay, I just posted Friday's vlog on my LinkedIn, thanks to Gary Vaynerchuk's inspiration. I hope nobody's bored by it or annoyed by the posts, but he said just get your content out there. It's not about lighting, quality, just keep producing. If you're following my Facebook or Instagram, you know that I have been posting the crap out of photos and videos tonight, but I gotta stop because tomorrow morning at 9:15 the ACTRA parade leaves and you can walk into the CNE for free, and I want to do that. And last year I got there too late and I spent like 2 hours running down the parade, like chasing it, and I finally caught up right as they got into the X, but they didn't have any wristbands left, so I kind of had to sneak in like illegally, so not this time.